Time to wrap up October 21st, 2014. And look at this F5 screen right here. On these breakouts, we keep getting new buying. We said the next stop structurally was 30. Haven't quite made it, but we're pretty damn close. So the buying continues. This morning we came in. We had hoped to buy 1900, but we said it might take 5s to 7s to get off the long. And right in here is that 5 to 7 area. And we like the long side of the market because of the last 3 days of buying. And we said the first short is in the 15 to 16 area. Session high, and it paused the market, but it didn't break it. The market shorting area was 20 plus or minus 1. Once again, it pauses the market, but it doesn't pull back. And we talked before lunch and after lunch, pain number 3. Sandy, if you go to our software here, the fourth item in is the number of days back, and in this case, it's 30. And so we still have buying going on, and the 50-lot trader really hasn't abandoned their length. We're at 14,000. So the big player is still playing from the long side. We get through this 34 area, then we've got this basically 38 to 40, and then get through that, it's 55, 56. Get through that, it's all the way up to 68 to 70. So this market is trading higher. Central Bank QE1 from the European Central Bank is what's behind it. So we had a good day. We liked the long side. The idea was to get long to retest this high to see if we could take it out. If we couldn't take it out, then we could play from the short side. But it's just been long, and there's been very little in the way of correction. Okay, looking at the F1 screen, we looked at this earlier. This is on 4-handle or 4-point increments, so there's a lot of rounding errors, and you miss some of the dents and bulges that we have on the other chart. But you can see that this 68 area right up here, the start of the selling, if we can get through this low volume number on this screen in the 40 area. The attractor, the 68, also happens to be the high volume number that took the market lower. So this screen definitely has us a buyer. F2 is going to show the same thing. We'll be buyers off of that, so they're congruent. Everything lined up, so we've got a double distribution higher. Not a lot of back and forth, and you can tell how skinny this particular profile is. No more than 3 letters wide. You can buy the range extensions as we move higher. Close it right here. We'd be trying to buy weakness. Last rotation down was 24, 25, then 29. So your buy would be in the 30 area, buy 1, plus or minus. And buy 2 would be in the 25 area, plus or minus. And we would have a sell failure to take out 35. And whatever today's high is going to be. So big market moving to the upside. Pretty good volume today. We've had bigger days, of course, during the crashes, but it's a buyer's market, and we should all be cognizant of why. Same stuff that's taken us higher since March of 2009. And it really does prove that you can't fight the tape. I mean, if the Fed wants it to go higher, so we are. Get higher high. This screen actually says we're buyers. The F1 on the note. Looking at the F2 screen, D pattern with the volume low, so sell into and see if we can't break support right here. So I think the easiest trade to see is selling failure to take out this 24 area. So selling failure to take out 20 to 24. And then our 27 to 31 where we were yesterday. Definitely a B pattern, volume-wise. TPL-wise, it's not. So we want to get short, hopefully in the 20 to 24 area to see if we can't take out 12 to 14. On the buy side, we're at 19, so we'll drop our buy to 9 to 13 and 1 to 5. Okay, the knob spread came in quite a bit today. The big guys were doing some selling. Definitely a B. And the last rotate stopped at 25. We're currently at 17, so selling failure to take out 20 to 24. Same trade. And then 27 to 31, which is where we were this morning, and that produced a great trade for us. Make it 9 to 13, and then 1 to 5 for buy 2. Tomorrow's news is limited to CPI. No one pays any attention to it. Called unchanged, 0% in core, plus a tenth. And so tomorrow's news will not be a factor in my opinion. Gold, I don't have a real strong feeling for gold right now. I know why it's trading higher. We are missing that element of the longer-term trader investment. So I think we're back to where we were again this morning. We've got 40 to 45, so buy 1 will be 45 plus or minus, and then 40, 42 for buy 2. Tell we've lost some momentum to the upside. On the sell side right now, last rotate up stopped at 51. Prior to that, then so this 53 to 55, so 50, 53 will be sell 1, and then 58 to 60 will be sell 2. Again, I don't have a real strong feeling on gold one way or the other, just the feeling that we are headed lower. The buyers so far this year have been central banks and individuals, and the player that's noticeably absent from the gold market's been the large institutional investor. On the retail side, you hear all the same stories we've heard. Gold is going to 2,000. Where it was when the selling started a couple of years ago. So, like we talked about on the last update, we got a buyer below 82. We got a seller above 83. Most of the news out of Iraq and Syria today is how the U.S. is supplying ISIS from airdrops, which is, I mean, if you don't know who's on the ground, if you don't have spotters, your intelligence is necessarily limited. Who on paper might seem to be an ally might be an agent of ISIS. If I were in that part of the world and ISIS came into my littleville, if I didn't have an organized militia to defend myself against those folks, probably would not have a hard time dropping to my knees and praising Allah. And I mean the atrocities that come out. There's an American that's slated to have his head sawn off tomorrow. It's an irony. He was in the military. He became an aid worker, converted to Islam, and it doesn't matter to those people. He serves their political purposes, and they kill more Muslims than they do Christians and anybody else anyway when they get after him. So that won't save his skin on this one. He's going to be killed because of the United States is taking up arms against ISIS, or kind of, at least ISIS. This is not a quick fix war over there. You just don't come in, and this war started in 1978 and 9 when Jimmy Carter brought Khomeini back from Paris and overthrew the Shah of Iran, who was our dictator, as good and as bad as he could be. And it's been going on already, what, 45 years? I have no reason to assume it won't be going on for another 45 or 50 years, if it ever comes to an end. We don't have the will to fight these people. They have the will to fight us. They're infiltrating and all sorts of Western countries. If you think the people on welfare in the United States are whiners and cry for that, these they stand up and demand their rights immediately. They've got a couple of congressmen nationally. They're trying to take over state legislatures. They know exactly what they're doing. And they're going to defeat us from without and defeat us from within. Okay, we are at 27. The last rotate stopped at 40, so we'll make 40 to 50, sell 1. And then we'll make 65, 75, sell 2. I do like the short side of the market because of what they're doing to the currency. 27 is a round number, so buy 1 at 27 is reasonable. Then our 26.75, give or take, would be buy 2. But if we were to fly a lot of sorties and unleash the air war on these people, we could bring what they're doing. We could stop them in their tracks. They couldn't expand territory. And then you can come back and fight a guerrilla war against them. And there's a lot of incentive in the local population to join the guerrilla forces, like to get their homes and family back or avenge deaths in their families. So, but this war that we're there from 20,000 feet and above is for political purposes, to show that we are doing something when we really aren't doing a hell of a lot. Okay, that's it for the 21st. It'll take probably at least 20 minutes for the video to complete itself. I'll